brought home a 68 Ford Ranger. Really nice truck. Solid all the way around. All the molding and chrome has been removed. I have it in the cab of the truck. Really straight truck. Little surface rust. Somebody tried to do a restoration. Quit on it. Took all the molding off. Hood's off. Got a hood as well. It's just as nice. Chrome, the grill, everything's here. Really nice, solid truck. Gonna do a Crown Vic swap on it. Undecided on the engine yet. Doors open and close like a brand new one. Probably one of the nicest classics I've ever bought. Just a little dirty, been sitting for 25 years. Man, good start right there. All right, I got everything cleaned out of the way, making all my measurements now. Just want to show you guys what I've done here. Took a little piece of metal right here. I've labeled it 33 inches is the overall length, inside length between the frame rails. I'm going to Crown Vic cross member is from center of the pin to center of pin is 31.5 inches. See, I put a little dot right there. You can see that. There we go, it's focused in. Haven't drilled the holes yet. Got on one of the forums and asked for a bunch of opinions and asked for some pictures of trucks that's already been done. Seen several different ways of how to do this. 3/8 from the edge of the front hole back. I'm getting ready to hole saw these two holes. No need to spend a bunch of money on buying big drill bits. I've got the hole saws. They cut as good as anything. A lot of people are drilling from the underneath of the frame on the bottom side. Myself, I don't like hot pieces of metal falling on my body. Rail here. And after I've got my mark there and got my hole set, I'm gonna just come up here somewhere in about this area right here and cut out a relief. It's gonna get cut out anyway for the boxing plates. But I'm gonna cut out a hole here so I can put my drill and drill from the top side. There's no need to lay under this thing and let all that stuff fall on you. It's gonna get cut out anyway. It's just a little extra step. All right, I made two little relief cuts in here down the sides. And now I'm gonna, instead of wasting all my grinding bit on that, it's done scored, broke that off. I'm gonna slide this back a little bit. And now I can drill my pilot hole from the top side here. No problem at all. Sure gives a lot more space to do this drilling from the top side. A little safer in my opinion. I don't like hot shards of metal on top of my arms. All right, now I've got both sides done. As you can see, I've got my measuring stick, my little guide right there. I've got it set up. I'm coming off the rail about 3/4 of an inch there. That's giving me my 33 total width on the inside. It's probably a little bit, but the frame is kind of rounded in the corners. So, you know, it's kind of hard to flush it up there unless you ground the corner off. But anyway, I've got my measurement 31.5 inches between the two. And I've got it set back from the edge of this hole, from the edge of this hole right here to this hole that I just drilled right there. That's a 1/2 inch. Kind of puts it in the middle of where a lot of people are setting them. Like I said, you know, they go from anywhere from 3/8 of a hole back to 3/4 of an inch. At this point, I think the swap is getting much easier. Cutting out the cross member, that's the toughest part. All right, I don't know if you can still see it, but this bit was smoking pretty good. This is the setup I've used to drill both holes with. The Lennox hole saws. They seem to work pretty well. It's a lot of, that's a lot of metal shavings that's going to be falling on you, and they're pretty warm. I prefer not to burn myself any more than I have to. I get burned enough without trying. It's taken me a lot of years to learn how to work a little bit smarter than I have in the past. But anyway, the Linux has been pretty good for me. I've used them on my tubing notcher for bending roll cages. They seem to hold up pretty well. But anyhow, just want to show you how much metal shavings does come off the hole saw, and drilling from the top side, it keeps it from falling all over you. All right, so we got the cross member up there near. Both pins come out just like they were supposed to. Look like the pin and the distance from the hole, you can see how much closer it is to that front one. Looks about like the same there. Not much different. I'm gonna put my mic on it here in just a minute. The biggest thing is when you come up here and you measure down at the frame to the bottom, I'm getting roughly, it's hard to tell on the camera here, but it's about 1.5 inches spacing. That's on the front side of the cross member. I come over here and I've got the same measurement on the front side. I come over to the back side and mine is roughly 1.25 inches. Our tape measure is a little bent right there. I pushed it into something, but it's going to be bent on both sides when I measure. So I'm going to come over here and look, and I've got roughly the same 1.25 inch measurement distance there. That's telling me my measurement from left to right is centered on the frame rails. I'm very pleased with it at this point. Now I've just got to mark my upper mounts. I've got these, they're copies of, I guess, Backyard. I bought 2 sets of these. I'm pretty sure they're probably a Chinese made box. I only wanted the sheet metal. I took the tubes out of the crown bit, welded them in place. I haven't finished welding this one, but I've got to do some cleaning up on it. I was running out of gas when I tried to get this one going. But anyway, it came with tubes in there that were slick. I wanted the Ford bolts and nuts because they thread into this upper part, keeping your front end in place. Now, I didn't want to loosen up one bolt and everything be loose. So when I loosen up the nut for these mounts here, the front end is in place and will not move nowhere. Look at that. That's the ultimate goal. Now I've just got to get the boxing plates in there and do a lot of welding. Got that one sitting there, but I got to do some trimming to make it fit the frame rail good, make it good, tight, close welds. But anyhow, it's completely on the right direction of being a Crown Vic swap.